Hi guys, I'm John Trey, creator of Monochrome Paradox, a fantasy drama comics that you can read in Webtoon Canvas. Welcome back to the channel where we cultivate the journey in creating comics. I presume that you already know the topic we're going to talk about just regarding the title of this video. Motivation doesn't matter as a comic creator, self-discipline is. That's what I learned from these 2 years of creating my comics. I've mentioned it in my previous video entitled What I Learned from Drawing Every Day for 2 years. But I want to delve more on the discussion on how I'm able to make a habit from it. And hopefully from this, you will be able to learn from my mistakes. Honestly, it's difficult because it's a skill to learn. It's easier to give in to temptations and the excuses. We let our feelings affect us. Motivation is highly reliant on feelings, while self-discipline forms habit. We always give excuses not to do our comics because we don't feel like doing it, right? Me too. I was guilty of that. I was a night owl. I hated the mornings. I don't want to work on my comics in the mornings because I'm groggy. I want the comfort of my bed, and the excuse I give to myself is because I'm more active in the afternoons. But then I procrastinate by going through social media, and then look at the time, 4 hours had passed. And there's little time left for comics. Yeah, we've been through that, of course we'll do. Who doesn't? So, one day, something just, I don't know, something shed light to my mind. What have I been doing in my life? I was internally talking to myself. Trey, are you kidding me? You're not happy with your supposed profession? Gave it up on a whim for your passion, and you're telling me you're giving excuses of not working on that said passion in the mornings because you're more active in the afternoons? Nope, no. Starting tomorrow, you're making it a habit of waking up early in the morning to draw. Bam! I started making a detailed schedule of that night, and I was able to finish 13 panels the next day, fully inked, with detailing, background, and dialogue. All by myself. Mind you, I was never able to do that before. I was mind blown that I actually have that power to do so many panels in a day. Gotta be honest, it was exhausting. I woke up at 4 a.m., took a bath, and brushed my teeth, the usual. Proceeded to draw on the dining table so that I'll be able to eat while I draw. It was successful. I was able to draw a lot and then did it on the next day and the following day after that. Well, guess what? It took a toll on my health. Not good. But I won't make excuses of not drawing my comics in the morning, so I changed my schedule again. I had so many changes because of health issues that I don't have control over, and recently I decided to change my update schedule of posting every week to every 2 weeks, and then draw Monochrome Paradox in comic book format, not the vertical scroll format that has been established for Webtoon, because I plan to publish it as a book. As a result, with all that, I was able to form a habit of waking up early, making schedules, and creating my comics. That it feels odd and I don't draw at all. I believe that's another goal, aside from having a healthy mindset towards making comics. Don't forget about that, it's essential. If you're a beginner and is aspiring to becoming a professional comic creator, it's better to start now with the habit of making schedules for creating comics. We always make room for excuses, like not studying anatomy because it's hard, even though you know that you need to for your comics, so you just hide a hand behind the back of the character so you don't have to draw it. Of course, guilty, I've been there. Or you don't want to draw because you don't have the inspiration. That's the problem. We rely for something or someone to push us. So why can't you urge yourself to do it? Why do you need outside factors to tell you that you need to? Why do you believe that you alone is not enough? When you alone is enough, you just have to do it. No excuses. Don't let your feelings control you. The only time you can pardon yourself is when a controllable situation arises. Maybe you're suffering from an illness like I do, or you have a day job that you need to attend to for a livelihood. Naturally, don't forget, you have to be kind to yourself too. But for the love of God, please don't make that as an excuse. Trey told us that we need to be kind to ourselves, so I'm gonna take a rest from doing my comics, pamper myself, watch a movie, and maybe after that, pin aesthetic pictures in Pinterest for inspiration making my comics. But then you've been doing that every day for 2 weeks now, yeah? Don't call me out. I don't mean that kind of being kind to yourself. Who are you kidding? Only yourself. Small steps make great impacts ahead. Remember, motivation is highly reliant on feelings, while self-discipline forms habit. Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoy this kind of videos, please do give a like and subscribe. I'll be making a video on how I schedule because I think that will greatly help you. But that will take time because I want to offer you a great quality video. You can also read my comics, Monochrome Paradox and Webtoon Canvas, only after you're done drawing your comics for today. Be kind to yourselves, guys. See you.